Blitz on Tune. Sponsored by Palmetto Ford, Steen Enterprises, the Curry Law Firm, and McDonald's.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Well, that never gets old. Yes, we're talking playoffs.
Playoffs!
And the chance for a state title starts tonight for a lot of schools. Just over 20 schools in action, Ben. And, of course, you're watching the Blitz on 2, playoff edition. That's Ben Murphy. I'm Brandon Baylor.
From 5A all the way down to single and Skeeza, things got interesting around here. Some making their first appearance in the postseason, while others just trying to add to the trophy case. Quick peek at tonight's lineup.
That's right. Our game of the week will head back to Daniel Island. Bishop England playing in the comforts of their own stadium, undefeated in the regular season at home. They host Battery Creek in 3A, and Skeeza, Pinewood Prep, and Portugal meet again for the second consecutive game. Panthers won on the road last week against the Cyclones, this time around PG, heading to Somerville.
Let's stay in Skeeza, but in 2A, First Baptist taking the Low Country by storm this year, running wild to a perfect season, not one loss. Tonight, they host Spartanburg Christian as they look to repeat a state title. And in 5A, Fort D, Fort Dorchester, the #1 team in the state, poking Socastee. They look to finish unblemished with that record. Fun fact, last time that happened, they went on to claim that state
Yeah, it's a
trophy.
big boy trophy. Let's go back to our big game of the week. BE 1-3 on the road, but 5-0 at home. Must be nice. Taking on the Dolphins at Battery Creek, third quarter. Bishop England already up 25 donut over Battery Creek, but the Dolphins try to make something when they get the ball on the 3. Their quarterback sneaks it in for the first touchdown. They missed the field goal, however, keeping the score at 25-6. BE's Leo Albano hands it off to Christian Gravu, who will go on and run for forever. Touchdown tonight for him with the field goal. That puts the Battling Bishops up 32-6. Battery Creek would fight back, but that's not enough for BE. They would go on to take this one and see Dillon next week.
Good one there for BE to hold on. Despite a loss last week, Somerville regained some of that old school magic. Dare I say, the McKissick days this season. Head coach Joe Call, his grandson in the Green Wave, heading into the playoffs against Irmo from Columbia. Let's go back to Somerville, why don't we? The Green Wave coming off that loss to Fort D in the regular season finale, looking to get things going, throwing it downfield over some tough D by the Yellow Jackets, and they find Andre Banks. Next play of the game, Jonathan Bennett took matters into his own hands and took matters into the end zone. Somerville's field goal would be good, up 7-0. Irmo looking to answer back, but that strong Somerville Green Wave defense holding things down in the first quarter. Big moment here. The Green Wave looking to punch it in. DJ Hancock bounces into the outside, but coughs up the rock. Irmo recovers. Fortunately for the Green Wave, it didn't matter. They end up winning this one 29-7. They get Sumter next week.
All right, choo-choo, choo-choo. This season, Fort D has claimed many W's. No different tonight with Socastee in town. The Patriot train rolling on all cylinders with that guy right there, quarterback to carry on Joyner. But it would be defense up first, 3rd and long for the Braves. Quarterback Carson Stout floats one over the middle. It's picked by Deshaun Casto, flips the field for the Patriots, still fighting for some extra yards. They can't get him down. He's finally brought down inside the 30 there. Patriots ball. A few plays later, Patriots in the red zone. Joyner heads off to Drew Parker. He stops short but extends it over the goal line. Fort D up 7-0 after the PAT. Next drive in the red zone again. This time Khalil Jenkins gets the rock and muscles his way in for the second touchdown. 14 donut. Now we're still in the first quarter. 3rd drive of the play action. Joyner connects with the wide open Raycon Simmons. The only thing in front of him is Nats in space out there. And just like that, Simmons and the Patriots run away early. 21 skunk past the sticks, man. Patriots going to win 49-15. They'll play Carolina Forest next week.
Ashley Ridge, the Swamp Fox, is hosting West Florence tonight. Not the best start for Swamp Fox quarterback Matt Duncan, unable to find anyone downfield. He's going to take a big sack there. A lot of defense in the first half. A little bit later, West Florence going to try and solidify a lead, but Cooper Wallace sack nearly coughs up the ball.
Whoa.
Defense, the story of this first half, but Ashley Ridge would manage to get the last score of the half, a field goal. They would go into the break down by 1, and that defensive stance for the Swamp Foxes wouldn't be enough. They fall in overtime tonight by 7.
All right, the Stags running loose in Moncks Corner. Marlboro County not in for a treat tonight. In Moncks Corner, let's take you early in the game. Bulldogs' Ion Williams ran one into the end zone for the first touchdown here. The game with the extra point there brings the score to 7-0. A few minutes into the second quarter, the Stags will put points on the board of their own after a touchdown by Keyshawn Wicks and add an extra point to that. The score was 7-7 at the half, or actually 14-7 after the first half. And they would add one more, 21-7 to win this when they host Lugoff Elgin next week.
Spring Valley at home with a playoff game. Vikings hosting West Ashley. The visitor having some fun, playing loose. Vikings were up 7-0 at halftime, but again in the second, they get it going. Quincy Hill, good yards down to the 16. Then it's to Iawalo. Tate Iawalo, who scores, cheerleaders pumped up. Yeah, try saying that at home 5 times. West Ashley gets shut out in their final game of the season, 28-0. Nothing.
All right, plenty of others still on the docket. We'll check out the Skeezer ranks with PG and Pinewood Prep, the only 2 schools playing against each other.
And then to the Cane Bay Cobras, looking to put a sting on Wilson and Somerville. More Blitz on the 2 coming right up.